Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and time to get prepped up for dinner. This recipe, when I post it, it says to cook in the oven, but I'm going to try it on the stovetop because I think it'd get a little bit more crispy that way, and it says it'll get crispy in the oven, but I'm not so sure about that. So I do want it to be a little crispy. I don't want it to be burned or anything like that, so I will use a cover for it so it can steam as well. But let's see how this works. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is, it says 1.5 pounds of sweet potatoes peeled. I don't know if this is 1.5 pounds, but if I need it any more, I have some more over there. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We got to see both of our kids yesterday. Obviously, we couldn't see Nate because he's in Nashville. So a little bit hard for him just to stop in. But the grandkids liked their Easter baskets, which was good. And we just got to see them. That's always good. I love spending time with my family. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do all the potatoes, obviously. That'd be a long time for you guys. And it's embarrassing to watch me cut up stuff right now. There we go. Jeez, oh Pete's. I figured with these being smaller that they would cut up a little bit easier, but well, not always so with sweet potatoes. I love them, but they're certainly a lot harder to cut than regular potatoes. So I'm just going to cube these up. And my knife is sharp. I had someone say, well, you need to sharpen your knife, but my knife is sharp. It just doesn't like sweet potatoes, I guess. Hopefully I got a big enough pan. If not, I'll have to go with the next size up. I'm glad we both actually finally like sweet potatoes, because used to be neither one of us did. So now we do, and it's good. So I want to get them cut into chunks like this. So let me get the rest of these next two cut up, and then I'll be right back. So I decided to go up to the bigger pan because I don't want it to be all scrunched in there. So now we're going to take, it says sausage on there, but I'm using kielbasa because, well, that's what I have. And I didn't want to order anything special. Just use what I have. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using the kielbasa with that. And I had AJ look today at the two different things I was thinking about. And he goes, do that one today, Grandma. So this is the one we're doing. And I think this should be good. I love kielbasa, so anything that we make with that usually is pretty good anyway. Alrighty. And if you want to do the oven version, you can. It just says it roasts it, which is fine. But I thought, you know, if we can do this stovetop, that would be great. Let me move that out of the way here. Bring you over this way. Tom won't be home for another couple hours anyway, but I figured if we did it on the stovetop, we could rewarm it up a lot easier. So I'm going to turn this on. And I don't want it on high or anything. And you're going to use, it says a tablespoon of olive oil, but we're going to use whatever I put on there. And we need salt and pepper. I know a lot of times, you know, you look at their measurements and you're like, well, I think it'd be better if we did this. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. And we're going to get that all mixed in together. You just basically want everything covered with that oil. And if with frying it, I find that it dries up too quickly, then I can always add more. Now I'm going to let it cook that way for a little bit so that it can get a little browned, and then I'm going to put the lid on it so it can kind of steam. So I decided for our side dish tonight, because we got vegetables and we got meat. I think sweet potatoes a vegetable. I don't know. Stir up my cottage cheese a little bit. Thankfully this is not under the recall, so. I just can't believe the amount of stuff they recall now. Makes you wonder if they're just trying to kill us off, you know what I mean? And I do have some cake left. I'm going to chop up a lot of that cake and send it to work, because there's no way we can go through a whole cake in a week before it, you know. And so we've been munching on the pineapple a little bit. So we're going to use, and I sent one of these to Tom to work too. So that is the last of the pineapple that we have here. So I used up both of the pineapples, which is a good thing too. And that will be our side dishes. So now I'm going to start letting this cook a little bit, and then I'll be back and we'll get to the next step. Okay, so now this next step is we're doing a honey glaze. So we're going to use a 1/4 cup of honey. And everything got browned up pretty good, I think. So what I'm going to do, the potatoes are about 3/4 of the way done. So once I get this honey mixture put on there, I'm just going to turn the stove off with the lid on and let it finish cooking, and then it should still be hot when Tom gets home. With this new schedule, we never know what time he's getting home, so, you know, we do what we can do. So we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of, it says smoked paprika, but I just got regular paprika. Going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of that. 3 cloves of garlic. Just a little bit more. If it's garlicky, that's okay. And then we're going to use a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So we have that. Now we're just going to stir that all together. Or at least attempt it. I know it's hard to always time everything so it'll be really good when he still gets home, you know what I mean? But I try. Alright. So now we're going to mix that in with our potatoes and sausage and get that mixed in real good. Let me move this stuff out of the way here. So I can pull you a little bit closer. But with the garlic and honey and everything mixed in with it, I think it's going to be awesome. But see how even the potatoes got a little browned? That's what I wanted. And I don't know that it would have done that with the oven. I don't know. So now I'm going to turn my heat off. And I'm going to let that set. And let the potatoes finish up that way. So that everything will be done when he gets home. Hopefully there's enough for him for lunch tomorrow. If not, be a great time to use one of those pizzas, wouldn't it? So we'll come back when he's home and he can give it a test. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Awesome. So there's dinner.
That's good. I like that. What are you sharing at?
No ham in that one, honey.
Just kielbasa.
And sweet potatoes.
You don't like either.
You know, whenever you say that, then she eats it just to spite you.
Mm-hmm. She does that a lot, actually.
Yeah, she does. And then I checked our cottage cheese. The reason it wasn't on the recall, our date is until April 24th, and the dates on the ones, even though we had that number, was April 3rd and 4th. So that's why ours didn't get recalled. So we got pineapple and cottage cheese, so our pineapple's used up. And you got a piece of cake. And I got cake on a plate for you to take to work tomorrow.
Yep.
She can't reach you right now because she put the chair back in the
I
corner.
know.
Did you do that on purpose?
You giving me that look.
Belle. What are you doing? She's spoiled. Alright, well, we're going to let the hungry man eat because he said he was really hungry tonight. So you guys have a blessed night.
I was famished.
Famished. You got pizza for tomorrow.
My new word for today, famished.
You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing. And goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Belle. She's just worried more about the food. You guys have a great night.